Stephen Blaine, your host with White Labs, an e-commerce marketing agency. Today's guest is Ken. Ken, feel free to introduce yourself and let our viewers know a little bit more about your background.
Yeah. Hey, Ken Wimberly. I've been in the real estate business for the past 20 plus years. Prior to that, was in the Navy, was an entrepreneur, restaurateur for a while, and did financial analysis, insurance, investments out of college. And then real estate has been a wonderful opportunity for me. It started in brokerage, doing land brokerage. That led to brokerage of investment sales properties, and that led to investments in real estate franchises and in the Keller Williams franchise. That led me to make certain investments in different markets as far as real estate investments. You know, oddly enough, it was a real estate challenge that led me into what's now a big part of my focus, which is our laundromat business with Laundry Luv.
Awesome. Well, tell me more about Laundry Luv.
Yeah. So Laundry Luv started, I'll kind of give you a little bit. It started as a real estate problem. My partner, Jason, and I were buying a shopping center in Abilene, Texas. And that center had about 40% vacancy in it. We were trying to figure out, what do we do with this vacancy? So we were going to real estate conferences, talking to tenants. And one of the tenants we came across was a laundromat group. And so we pitched them our center. They got back to us a couple weeks later. They said, man, this is one of the perfect locations for a laundromat.
Mm-hmm.
So great. Tell me about that. Why is this perfect location? And kind of they shared the information about demographics, the types of apartments that were around there, the income of the folks that were around that location, et cetera, and where the competition was. And they said, this is just, you're really in a great epicenter for a laundromat. And we're real estate guys, so we were trying to just get a laundromat tenant signed in our building. And but it's in a tertiary market. It's in Abilene, Texas, town of about 125,000. And so after a few months of no luck getting a laundromat operator in there, we kind of looked at each other and said, well, what if we explore this business? What if we became the operator? And that kicked off a year-long journey of studying the laundromat industry and really learning deep dive into what that industry looked like, what the challenges were with it, what the opportunities were. And through that, Jason and I were wise enough to realize that we're both great visionaries and starters, but we are not wonderful operators. And so we brought in another gentleman that we'd known for many, many years, and had an opportunity now to get into business with him. And he's Skylar Williamson, who is now our operating partner and third partner in Laundry Luv, which grew from one unit in Abilene now to 3 very large, very strong operating stores, both in Abilene and San Angelo.
Awesome. Who's your target audience for Laundry Luv?
So we've really got 3 different customers with Laundry Luv. One is what you might expect from a typical laundromat, and that's the self-service customer. Comes in, brings their laundry in, does their laundry. Self-service customer, often lower income demographics.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't have a washer and dryer at their home or apartment, or maybe there's a small washer dryer facility at their apartment that's really no place you really want to go do your laundry. Or maybe the washer dryer is broken and just need a place to come do it right there. So that's one segment of our customer segment. Another is the kind of drop off wash, dry, fold customer, someone that's wanting to buy time back and convenience. Someone that just say, hey, look, I'm going to drop my laundry off here. You're going to wash it, dry it, fold it, deliver it back to me, ready to be put in the drawers or put away. And we'll do that either with drop off or pick up and delivery. And then the third component are businesses that have a laundry need. There are major companies that go after big businesses, but there's a lot of small businesses, yoga studios, massage studios, small gyms, et cetera, that have a fair amount of laundry needs, and they don't necessarily have laundry facilities to take care of that. So we've got 3 customer segments we target.
Gotcha. What makes you different or better than your competitors?
Yeah, love that question. So what I love about Laundry Luv is what we're all about, and it's community and kids right here. So we are very much a mission-driven, community-focused laundromat. You can get our website at laundryluv.com and see some photos of what we're all about. But in our laundromats, we are looking to be like the Chick-fil-A of laundromats. And what I mean by that is, if you got kids and you drive by Chick-fil-A, there's never an opportunity when you don't drive by Chick-fil-A that your kids are pointing and say, I want to go there, I want to go there, right? And we want that for our laundromats with the kids. We build in a children's play area in each one of our laundromats. We've got TVs with Disney movies and kid-friendly movies on there. And then we've got literacy component built into there. So we partner with the Laundry Literacy Foundation. We bring books into our laundromat every single month. So they're books for the kids to read. And then we encourage those children to take those books home so that they've got books at home to read when they go back home.
That's great. That's awesome. You briefly touched on your services. I didn't briefly. You kind of talked them all. What is your most popular service?
Well, the self-service is hands down the largest generator of kind of revenue and customers that we've got. In one of our locations in San Angelo, we're doing probably close to 20% right now, and some months 25% in the wash, dry, fold component of it.
Okay,
so it's pretty sizable.
Awesome. So most of our listeners are entrepreneurs like yourself. What are some challenges that you faced in the last few years, and how were you able to overcome them?
Plenty of them. I think challenges are a beautiful thing. It's an opportunity for us to learn. And I think that's the best way we often learn is from kind of getting punched in the face rather than learning from our successes. I'll tell you, with our first store that we opened in Abilene, we opened in March 2019. Well, take the Wayback Time machine back to then, and just a few months after October 2019 is when we opened. So just a few months later, COVID comes to the U.S. and shuts down so many industries. So many people are just stuck at home. Luckily, the laundromat industry was deemed essential, and we were able to fight through that. But it absolutely flatlined our growth for months.
For sure.
Right? So we were growing, we're brand new stores. We're growing 30% month over month over month right there. And we flatlined for months right there. And so really had to struggle through that challenge, both in terms of balancing the employees that we've got, our customers, or their needs that they've got, generating new customers to come in. And if it wasn't enough that COVID hit us, we knew when we were going into that market that we had one good competitor. We did a very thorough survey of the competition map in the town, and there were 8 very, very mediocre or pretty poor laundromats and one really nice one. And so we knew we had a nice competitor. What we didn't know is that new competitor was building a second location. And we weren't smart enough at the time to think through it, to go check with the city, pull permits, do kind of things, and learn what might be coming. And that wasn't in our due diligence checklist. It is now in terms of what we do. So we actually had 2 good competitors, or one with 2 locations, and us, all in the same kind of 2-mile radius right there. So that added a level of competition. But what it did is it taught us how to compete, and it made us really scrappy in what we did and going and finding new customers. So we have hit many channels to go get new customers. Certainly have done it on service. Our service is exceptional. Our training of our people is exceptional. Our machines are very clean. Our stores are spacious, well lit, friendly places to be. So that was one of the challenges that we faced just getting there. Another challenge I'll say is relying on industry stats. When we started, as far as kind of all of our forecasting was based on industry stats. And it's amazing what you actually learn when you're actually in the weeds and you're digging deep in it yourself versus what the industry will tell you. So it generally has taken us 50 to 100% longer than what the industry will tell us that it takes us to get up and running and fully operational than it actually. Their projections versus our reality are quite different. But again, we've learned a great deal through that. And now as we continue to grow, we're really positioned well to grow because we've got actual numbers, actual data from multiple locations.
Awesome. What are some successful activities you've done to promote Laundry Luv?
Oh, man. Again, being the fact that we're so community involved, it helps a lot. So I mentioned that literacy is a big component with us. So we'll bring in visiting authors, especially like young child authors that have written children's books and stuff that'll come in. So I'll bring them in to read to the children. We'll promote that across so people know about it. We have run a free laundry day at our laundromat. Well, we'll provide 100% free laundry services, washer, detergent, free dryer sheets for people to come in. That's a huge way to promote and give back at the same time right there. We do community events for Thanksgiving. We have Thanksgiving turkey dinner giveaways for some of our families that will come in. And then in it's back to school time, we'll do backpack giveaways for kids. And so all of this is like things we do to both promote the business, get lots of new faces to come in through our doors right there, and give back to the community at the same time.
Awesome. Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, you're growing here. What is your future plan?
Pretty rapid growth and expansion. We've got a number of folks that we're in active discussions right now about some joint ventures with us, people that we've known for a while that have wanted to get into this business. So we're talking with them about some joint ventures. And then we're also deep into exploring potential franchise opportunities of the brand to really get it out there and pump it across the country.
What advice could you give young entrepreneurs looking to start a brand?
Man, a number of things. Okay. For one, just assume, I'm going to assume everything is going to take longer than you expect. There's going to be more problems than you anticipate, more hurdles to overcome than you ever imagined right there. And it's worth it. And I think if you're coming at anything for the right reasons, I mean, when you're starting a brand, when you're starting a company, you're starting something, you're coming at it from the right reasons to serve, reason to serve humanity, reason to help, reason to do good things. And there's nothing better than helping and serving others right there. So I think if you wake up every day with gratitude, you come face your challenges each day with a willingness to serve, then you can overcome any obstacle that comes your way.
That's amazing advice. And is there anything else that I haven't asked you that you want our listeners to know about yourself and Laundry Luv?
Look, it's just about what we're doing and myself. Here's what I love about certain businesses that you can create. Sometimes you can create businesses that we call doing good by doing good. Again, we're community focused. I think the more good we do in the community, the better our business does. Other times, your business can also fill a need. I mentioned we're at the heart, we're real estate folks. And so now we've got a tenant that's a 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 square foot tenant where we can go buy a vacant shopping center or a half vacant shopping center, have a built-in tenant to come here. Mm-hmm. So you got kind of two sides of things. Great. We can do good in the community. We can improve an area, and we can improve our wealth building as we go through this too. Going and buying real estate, putting tenants in, improving the property values right there, and helping the community. So when you can really tie all that together, I think it's a beautiful thing.
Awesome, Ken. Well, I appreciate you coming on the White Pod, and it was amazing hearing about Laundry Luv and yourself.
Hey, happy to be here. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it, Stephen.
Thank you, Ken.
Yeah.